Hi, and welcome back to my channel, you guys. I'm super excited about today's car vlog. Not quite sure why I'm clapping my hands, but I'm excited about today's car vlog. But before I jump in to my topic, I just wanted to say my workout this morning was phenomenal. Now, here's where it didn't go right. Got to the gym, forgot that I washed my knee sleeves over the weekend, and they're sitting right next to my gym bag. But because they're black, I didn't even notice them sitting there, okay? And I knew I should have just put them on in my bag after they were dry. But that little boy said, no, Michelle, you don't have to do that. You'll remember to put them in your bag on Monday. Did I remember? No, I did not. So I get to the gym. I don't have my knee sleeves. So y'all know I do not squat without them because I do have arthritis in my knees. And my knee sleeves just keep my knees warm so they don't hurt while I am squatting. And I just was not about to take no chances because I've been doing good with my knee pain. That's a lot of traffic on the Beltway. Good Lord. So, I wasn't going to take any chances. So I said, you know what? This is all good. We still have the rest of my accessory work. And I'm super excited also because my boyfriend's niece went and trained with me this morning. And she did phenomenal. She really did. So we ended her squat with 95 pounds for 6. It was only supposed to be for 5, but I actually was throwing an extra. So for 6 reps, she did good. And she finished on the leg press with 420 pounds. And so, like I said, all in all, she did wonderful today. So I told her next week what I'm going to do is we're going to tweak her setup. I just want to make sure my tripod doesn't fall down because it's gotten kind of warm out. But next week we're going to work on tweaking her setup. And her setup is just how you unrack the bar and how you walk out because she's taking way too many steps and they're huge steps. So I told her we'll work on tweaking that next week. But other than that, she did phenomenal. So if you follow me on Facebook, then you can see both her squat video and her leg press video. Super, super proud of her. Now, she plays basketball, but y'all, I'm going to try to tell you, if I have my way, I'm going to try to talk her into doing a competition with me, a powerlifting competition with me later on this year because I believe we're going back down to North Carolina in October. So, you never know. And I'm not telling her, I don't want her to give up playing basketball because I know she loves that. But it would be nice if she, did a competition. We did one together. So, fingers crossed. We'll see. Now, other than that, I think that was it. Make sure y'all check out my Catch Up With Me video. It is hot off the press, so I will link it somewhere around this video so you can check it out because I'm excited about that too, although I didn't have a whole lot to share, but I'm still excited about it nonetheless. So let's jump right on into today's car vlog topic, which is face your fear. Or I should say face your fear and or fears. So I thought about this because I was listening to, well, for the millionth time probably, I was listening to Bishop Eddie Long's preaching sermon where he talked about, this wasn't the main focus of his sermon, but I just remember him talking about how, he said, how you have a dream and you're running and you're running and you're running and then you wake up from that dream and you have no idea what you were running from. I thought, wow, he's right up on my street because I've actually had that happen numerous times where I'm running, but I have no idea what I'm running from. And that's a frustrating feeling because I'm not a runner by nature. So for me to be running in my dream, it's exhausting. I'm running and then I find some place to hide and I can see myself getting my breath together because I'm out of breath, and so I can rest a second, and whatever it is, it's coming towards me again. So now I have to start running all over again and finding someplace else to hide. And it's interesting, y'all. Let me just tell you. And thank God that I've not had that dream in quite a while, but it used to be a reoccurring dream once or twice a month. So I'm so thankful that I haven't had that dream lately. But Bishop Eddie Long, he says, when that happens, he said, I want you to stop running. He said, stop running right where you are, turn around and face whatever it is that's chasing you. And I thought, wow, that's phenomenal. The problem is that it's easier said than done. Because when it's happening to you in the dream, I can't make myself stop running. I really don't. And I've tried to do that, but I just could never make that happen. So, now my prayer is, Lord, just let me not have those dreams. But the significance of me saying all of that is, I want you all, starting today, to stop running and start facing your fear. We all have a fear of something. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I have a fear of heights. I do not particularly care for heights. So we all have a fear of something or someone. Let's just keep it real. And so we spend a lot of our lives running from that something or that someone. But I want to encourage you today to face your fear. And it doesn't matter what that fear may be. If it's a fear of heights, well, I'm still working on that. So a fear of heights, if it's a fear of success, if it's a fear of being in a room full of people, if it's a fear of speaking in front of a room full of people, whatever your fear is, I want you to face your fear. Because here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want any of us, myself included, to get down to the end of our lives and then you realize you haven't really lived, because you've lived in fear for so long that you just missed out on so many great things and so many great opportunities. And so I don't want that to happen to either one of us. Mostly for you, because I'm living my life. I'm not living in fear. I decided a long time ago that that's just not going to work. Now, my fear of heights, that's something I worked through. And if I actually had to go up in a place that was high, I could do it. I don't want to, but I could do it. So I'm not really worried about that. But I don't want any of you all to miss out on the great opportunities that life has for you. See, that's how we miss out on our blessings, because we allow fear to keep us from doing the things that we really want to do. And how awful would that be for you to ask God to bless you with something, and then you allow fear to keep you from getting that thing that you've been begging God for every night, every day, middle of the day, you name it, you're begging God for that thing. And then once he gives it to you, your fear keeps you from being able to receive it. And so I don't want that to happen to anybody. So I want to encourage you to face your fear. If your fear is of someone, for whatever reason, you need to go and talk to that person and face your fear. If your fear is addressing something that someone said or did, then I want you to, again, face that fear and say to that person, it bothered me or it hurt me when you said X, Y, Z. It's okay to do that. Just do it in a nice way, of course. But it's okay to do that. If you have a fear of stepping out on faith, and I'm going to tell you a little secret about that. You can't ask God to bless you with something and then be afraid to step out in that thing. You just cannot, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Now, I'm not saying God's not going to bless you, but he may start to turn a deaf ear and say, well, wait a minute now. It's like that story that preachers always tell about the guy who was stranded at sea, and he's begging God to send on some help. And so 3 different forms of help are provided to him, but he turns them down. Why? Because the help didn't come the way he thought it should. And so God says, well, wait a minute, you asked me for help 3 times, and 3 times I sent you help, and you turned it down because it wasn't what you thought it should be. So what I want to encourage you to is, don't miss your blessings because of fear. Okay, please don't do that, because that's just a horrible thing to even think about. And we all have been down that road, and we missed our blessing because we were afraid. So we didn't take that job offer, or we didn't allow that person in our lives because of, again, we were afraid. So I don't want you missing out on anything because of fear. But I do want you to go out there, y'all, and grab life by the throat. And I know that sounds a little violent. It actually does, but you know what I'm saying. Grab life by the throat. Go after everything that you are big enough and bad enough to take on. Go after all the things that you're asking God to give you, but then when it comes, you getting all afraid and getting scared. For what? Now's not the time to be getting afraid or being scared. You asked God for these things, so now you need to puff up your chest and go for it, okay? So that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to encourage you to face your fear, because I believe we all have something that we're afraid of. But if you keep running from it, see, here's the problem. As long as you're running from it, you can never get rid of it. You can never move past it because you keep running from it. And so you don't allow yourself to face that thing head on, to say, hey, look, what is it that you want with me? Okay? What is it that you want? Because if not, you'll find yourself running forever. Like I said, I'm not a runner. Okay? I do not enjoy running at all. So when I have those moments and in my dreams and I'm just running, and I mean, I am running to save my life. You hear me? And again, I have no idea what it is. So now, on the off chance that happens, I pray and I ask God, show me, what is it that I'm running from? What is it? What does my dream symbolize? What is my dream trying to tell me? What do I need to know? Because I don't want to keep running from anything. And if it's something that you're trying to bless me with, I certainly don't want to run away from it. Okay? So I hope this helps somebody. I really do. I want to encourage you to stop running and face your fears. Face your fears head on, and I promise you, you will feel so much better having done that. And things are always going to come up. Excuse me. So you will have plenty of opportunities to face your fear, but I just don't want you to keep running from them, because it's not healthy and it doesn't get you anywhere. Okay, so that's all I have, you guys. I'm going to get my dad because I got to get back to work. Y'all know it's Monday. I'm working from home. Got quite a few things I need to do today. So I want to grab me some nourishment. I have to run past the bank, actually, and then grab me some nourishment and get on back to my work. But I just could not let the day pass without sharing that with you, because like I said, somebody needs to hear it. And I hope it blesses you in some way, shape, or form. I hope it causes you to say, you know what, Michelle is right. I need to stop running from this thing, or from this person, or from those people, or that job opportunity, or that business opportunity, or whatever that thing is. Whatever it is that you need to face, go ahead and face and stop running, because it's not going to get any better as long as you continue to run from it. Again, that's all I have, you guys. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those of you that continue to support me and all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back. And y'all know the drill. There's nothing you can do about it. So don't even try, because I'm going to love you anyhow. I'm going to love you when you're being unlovable. I'm going to love you when nobody else loves you. Because when I say I love you, y'all, that comes from here. I truly love each and every one of you. And most of you, I will never, ever get the opportunity to meet. But I do love you. And I want the best for you. See, I love you with the love of Christ. And then, excuse me. And I love you as Christ loves the church. You see how that works? So that's why I can just love you. And if you're ever in my area, or if you ever see me out and about and you need a hug, come on, bring it on in. Bring it on in. Let's hug it out. And then I'll go out and do amazing things. Be the amazing people that I know that you are and that you can be. Until next time, take care.